Last weekend I went to Evo France, which was my first ever major. I wanted to talk a bit about my time there. This is a bit delayed, but I got ill and my voice went completely. You can probably hear that it's still not quite right. This video is going to be an unscripted vlog, and it's going to be quite rambly. Feel free not to watch it, it's not my usual content. So onto the event. Nice was beautiful. Absolutely stunning place. It was October, but it was about 25 degrees Celsius and sunny the whole weekend. So really nice weather, fantastic place, absolutely stunning, the beaches were lovely, the old town is really nice. I went up Castle Hill and there's the panoramic view, you've got the beach both sides. I maybe overdid the sightseeing. On the Thursday I went to Monaco and I ended up being exhausted for the tournament. I didn't make it out of the pool, although I'm not sure if that's because I was exhausted or because I didn't really prepare. I didn't really practice the game for about a week beforehand, and in general I wasn't really playing to try to win. I'm not at the level where I'm seriously competing. I generally sit around 1750 MR, that goes up and down, I'm very inconsistent. But I'm at the point where most of the people I play casuals with I can beat fairly consistently, but in tournament, I'm nowhere near the level of being like a top competitor. Everyone I met at the event was super friendly. I met people from all across Europe, and I also met some people that go to the local, which is closest to me. Currently I don't go to the weeklies, I only go to the monthlies, so I haven't really met those people before. I've been thinking about going, but it is an hour's journey for me each way, which is quite long for a weekly. I still think I'm going to go every now and again. I played a lot of casuals when I could, especially on the Saturday. Setups were a little bit hard to find. There was a free play area upstairs, but it was a bit small. There wasn't that many setups. On the Saturday and part of the Sunday, the setups which were used for the pools were available for casuals, so it was a lot better then. The event was really fun. I enjoyed playing, but I also enjoyed watching. The top 8 was fantastic, I think one of the best top 8s that Street Fighter 6 has had. Street Fighter is not without its flaws, but I think the way that neutral works in Street Fighter leads to some amazing moments. That said, being at the event did make me want to play more games. Since 6 came out, I've mostly focused on Street Fighter. Even though Street Fighter really is the game I love, and it's going to be my main game probably forever, I would like to play some more games, I just don't know what. 2XKO is fun, but there's a lot of rough edges at the moment. Every time I play it, there's just something which puts me off. I think I'll wait a few months before I go back to 2XKO. I'm looking forward to Strive 2.0, I think I'll definitely try that. I played a lot of Strive, and I really liked it, I just haven't played it for a while. I was thinking about trying Tekken 8 again, but to be honest, there's not much about the game that appeals to me. I like Tekken 7, but a lot of what I liked about Tekken 7 has been de-emphasized in 8. Armor King was my Tekken 7 main, so maybe I should go back now he's out, but I still think I'm going to wait a while. The event also made me think a bit more about my content. Although I do like making tutorials, I want to branch out a bit. Like I said, I'm around 1750 MR, so I'm at a level where I can make tutorials that apply to most of the player base, but I wouldn't really consider myself an expert. I'm not the kind of player who's able to place highly in tournaments, and I just don't have that understanding of the game yet. So I want to branch out, but I'm not entirely sure how. The lore videos were a lot of fun to make, but they did take a long time. I will probably make more of them, but I don't think that's going to be the main focus of the channel. I want to remain mostly gameplay focused, and competitive focused probably. I've thought about streaming. The only time I think streaming would be worth it is if I decide to try to get really good at the game. Ultimately, although I am motivated and do want to try to get better at the game, my main focus is going to be content. I really enjoy making content, and I'm not entirely sure I actually have the time to compete at the highest level anyway. So some quick highlights from the weekend. I really enjoyed watching the Nen Impact finals. The game is just broken in a way that's really funny to watch. Watching the incoming mixes and realising that actually those are unblockable, it's just a bit silly. The game is fun to watch in that way. That said, I think I've probably seen enough of it. I imagine Evo France was the last major Nen Impact we'll ever get, and that's probably not a bad thing. So before the event, Damascus put out a Google Doc with a load of food places that were around the venue and that he recommended. On the Friday night, me and the guy I was playing casuals with decided to go to the grill place nearby to get some food, and we just met loads of FGC people there and we were just talking all evening. Damascus really was a great ambassador both for the event and for Nice. My final highlight, I have to say, Mr. Crimson's run was fantastic. You probably heard on top 8 all of the cheering that was happening for him, but that cheering and there was singing and chants and loads of other things were going on throughout the whole weekend. His whole run through the pools, through top 24, up to top 8. It was great to watch. I've actually been a big Mr. Crimson fan since Red Bull Kumite, when he beat Idom in Street Fighter V when Idom looked unstoppable. Really great to see his run, he played amazing. Now for a couple of lowlights. Obviously I got ill, you can probably still hear. It's a shame, because I'm really waiting for my voice to recover to make some more content. And finally, I had to get back on Twitter. I don't like Twitter, but it is what the FGC used to communicate. It was really hard to stay in the loop and to meet up with people and to catch up with everyone not being on Twitter, so I just had to reinstall it. It's a shame because I don't really like the platform. However, it's what the FGC has stuck with for their main form of communication. Obviously, there are small discords, but the FGC as a whole, Twitter is the main platform. That's about all for this vlog. I realise it's a very different kind of video. I doubt many people made it to the end, but if you did, thank you. I've got a lot of content planned. Once my voice goes back to normal, I'm going to start recording a lot. There should be a lot of videos coming up, probably in the next few weeks, hopefully. So thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.